It was our weekly Friday night dinner, and my grandfather started to tell one of his old stories. "So there I was," he began, his eyes twinkling, "in the city square during the great festival of '58. I sighed internally. It was the same story he told every time I visited. I loved him, but I was bored. I pulled out my phone under the table, scrolling through social media, giving him a distracted uh-huh at all the right moments. I thought, he's just old. He doesn't realize he's repeating himself. The next day, I was volunteering at a local retirement home. I was in a common area where a support group for caregivers was meeting. One woman, who looked to be in her 50s, was crying softly. "The hardest part," she said to the group, "is the silence. My dad used to be the greatest storyteller. Now he has Alzheimer's, and he barely speaks at all. He doesn't know who I am most days." She wiped a tear from her eye. "I would give anything in this world," she whispered, "to hear him tell me one of his boring old stories just one more time." Her words hit me like a physical blow. I left the center and drove straight to my grandfather's house. He was sitting in his armchair, looking at old photos. "Grandpa," I said, my voice thick with emotion, Could you tell me that story again? The one about the festival in the city square?" His entire face lit up with a pure, unfiltered joy. As he began the familiar story, my mom came into the room and gave me a knowing look. Later, she told me quietly, "His memory has been slipping a lot lately. He tells you those stories because he's terrified of forgetting them. He's not just telling you a story, he's trusting you to hold on to it for him." We hear our grandparents' repeated stories, and we hear a broken record. We don't hear their desperate attempt to hold on to a fading piece of themselves. They are offering you the most precious chapters of their lives, trusting you to become the keeper of their memories. Listen as if it's the first time, because one day you will give the world to hear it one last time.